just stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They go to the ground. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. From the gun, the ground game. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Throws to the tight end. Give him 6. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. To the air, it's Mateer. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Quickly complete. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to...
It's a seam wide open. He's at the 40. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him. The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. With jet sweep pass. Got room to work. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. From the gun to give, looking for room. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
Goodness, that is the way you blow up a play quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire caused a wreck that had to be a blown assignment. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. Fires left. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And it's so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Wide receiver going in motion. A quick pass to the left. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Wants to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Snagged in the middle. It's Rutherford. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. It's King. Complete to the right. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. They'll immediately call timeout. They use those back-to-back explosives to set them up first and goal. Quarterback will keep it. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Throw to the end zone, picked off. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
And the Yellow Jackets will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Grabbed over the middle. It's Burks. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Makes the grab. It's Ott. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive...
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking 4th down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. See how the D reacts. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. When you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown, DBs gave the...
Breaks into the open. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, Because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. And the Sooners with the 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
It'll be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already.
And almost another interception for this defense. They've been picking him off like crazy. They've shut down this passing attack, creating so many big plays. This defense is dialed in, locked in, and really creating havoc for this offense.
That's the end of the period, and Georgia Tech has the lead. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So 1st down, we'll open up the final period. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Good timing on the quick out. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
And there's no quit in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen 2 big plays now, back-to-back. They're putting pressure on this defense.
The Sooners will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and if you go big, I'm going big. I'm going to bring in extra defensive linemen. I'm going to bring in my big physical linebackers. I'm expecting run. This is what they've done. This is what you do on this part of the field, so I'm going to play aggressive on defense.
And they'll try to bite a chunk out of this lead on 3rd and goal. And the ball is free on the pitch. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
They desperately need to get the score here on 3rd and goal to have any kind of wild chance. Touchdown Sooners! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. Old Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Oh, Uncle Mo on your side.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. So a drive there of 85 yards. And it was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Dropping back, it's King. looking for a huge play. He's got it along the sideline. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play, 1st and 10 from their own 49. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They just keep firing. He'll take a deep shot here. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, that one falls incomplete. That hasn't happened a whole lot today, though. This dude has been lighting this defense up with his speed. He showed great hands. They just weren't able to come down with that one.
Makes the catch. It's Rivers. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Blasted as he lets it go. He's got it. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. The Yellow Jackets getting set on 1st and 10. I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. He got it. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Makes the grab. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Using his feet to buy time. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run. But that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. That's caught. It's up. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the 1st down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, there have been way too many incompletions for this offense in this game. It's a big reason why they're trailing, obviously. They've never been able to get into a rhythm, and at this juncture here on a 2-minute situation in your own end, you got to find ways to start throwing completions somewhere out on the field to get back in this game.
Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Man, you got to like these last two plays by this offense. You understand, you're in a deficit. You've got to score multiple times to get back in this football game. Nice job pushing the ball down the field, making explosive plays. They're going to need more of it, and they're going to need it fast.
He caught it. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
It's hard to run a route or get lost near the sidelines and understand exactly where you're at. Nice job understanding I was starting to get close to the sidelines, throttling down a little bit, catching the football, and making sure I was in good.
Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up. They're working that left side. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out. Just under 40 seconds to go, and it's going to come down to whether they can get this onside kick to have a shot. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
Everything going their way right now. Last drive they score, special teams goes out, they execute the onside kick. You need a touchdown now. Can your offense deliver for you here late in the game?
Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Using the quick game. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to run it. Looking for room at the 30. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
How about that critical moment in the fourth quarter? He hasn't really had a lot of success on the ground, but you put the ball in his hands. It's a pass play. You want to throw it, but he makes a very good decision. He tucks it. He gets the first down. That's a big-time play in the fourth quarter by this quarterback.
So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the fourth quarter, that ramps up the pressure. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
And after that penalty, the defense is almost out of real estate to defend. It's first and goal on the 1. Penalty is on the D. I guess the good news is it didn't lose much ground because there's not much left. And the offense grateful for that penalty if they can just move it 1 more yard to get it in. Quick pass on the jet motion. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They move on top here in the 4th.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Scanning the field, it's King. Pressure coming. He's dropped on the sack, and now the hill gets even steeper. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. That's caught. It's Rivers. And that is how we will wrap this one up. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth.